Here is Pacheco. Gets the ball and makes a nice run and a good cut out across the 30, and he's got a pickup of 9. Here's Mahomes. Has time. Blitz picked up. Now pressure from Donald, and it's incomplete. Aaron Donald came on some late pressure and affected that play, and it brings up 4th down. Riley Dixon punting out of his own end zone here. Gets it away. Sky Moore. Oh, fumbles! It is loose on the ground, and the Rams are going to pick it up. Robert Rochelle was there, and the Kansas City turnover picked up by L.A. Teams 11 different combinations. 3rd and long. Perkins back. Pressure from Frank Clark. Rolling, looking, throwing, and a catch by Van Jefferson. What a throw on the move from Bryce Perkins, and it picks up a 1st down. Yeah, not going to be easy for sure. Mahomes is a man wide open, and Moore makes the adjustment and the catch. So after fumbling the punt, he makes a nice catch there, and he's all fired up about it.
This defense is going to have to carry the load as the offense deals with some of the moving parts.
Mahomes over the middle. There's Kelsey, who makes the catch, his 1st of the day, and he's got a 1st down out across the 45.
They're going to make him throw the ball and be patient underneath.
Looks in the flat, comes back McKinnon on a little screen. Jerick McKinnon cuts up the field, 35, 1st down. And Jerick McKinnon with a solid gain. He's got 11 or so. Fake. Mahomes a lot of time. Now over the middle. He's got his man. Kelsey at the 15. Gets a block inside the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Some pressure on Bryce Perkins, who's had a lot of blitz pressure his first 2 series. In his first NFL start, trying to get the run going. Akers gets to the edge. Strong run from Cam Akers, who's out across the 40, and that will certainly help. Perkins, pressure from Dunlap. Spins away. Looking, now going to tuck and run. He's got the 1st down. He got a good block out there, too. And so Bryce Perkins using the legs to move the chains.
This might be 4-down territory. And as a play caller, you use that to your advantage.
Here's a bootleg. Perkins has a lot of time. Comes back the other way, and he's got a man wide open. And the catch is made by Williams, who leaked out of the backfield and had plenty of room. It gets down to the 25 for a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Give to Williams. He's tripped up. He had a little bit of a seam there, but L'Jarius Sneed made an excellent tackle. And now a field goal try. Gay's kick is up and right down the middle, and the Rams are on the board. Make it 7-3, and we go downstairs to Tom Rinaldi. Here's Pacheco. And left side and scurrying up the middle, up across the 30, and just like that, he picks up 9 yards.
Andy Reid said he's improving drastically with each week.
4-man rush. Mahomes pumps over the middle, has a completion. It's Justin Watson wide open, and he gets up across the 49.
We'll get into a little more in depth of what they actually do.
Little toss outside. Ronald Jones has his first catch of the year, and Jones has a big gain down near the 20. 3rd down. Mahomes can run and get there, and he will. He'll take off. He's going to get there and more. Inside the 5 and slides down there. It'll be 1st and goal. 3rd and goal. Pressure coming from Hoyt. Mahomes flushed out. Looking, throwing, incomplete. McKinnon, the intended receiver, a little low on the throw, and it's 4th down. And that is perfect. And so the Chiefs extend their lead back up to a touchdown. 3rd and 9. Pressure. Perkins going to run, sprinting, trying to get there. Stiff arm, and he got there. Perkins designed right. Oh, Chris Jones came right through. Perkins got around him. Long way to go. Nowhere near it. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage that time as the Chiefs were all over.
He killed the whole rhythm and timing of that entire play.
Riley Dixon to punt it away. Again, it's Justin Watson back to return. Sky Moore fumble. Oh, it's a fake. Dixon throws a bullet coming to the near side, and it's good for a 1st down. Jacob Harris on the receiving end. Well, Bryce Perkins gets his first career start today. Here to fake. Oh my goodness, look out, Chris Jones. He nearly took the handoff.
Keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. That's the number one thing.
Perkins on the draw, makes a move, and there's not much there. But the Rams in this game, down only 7 with all the injuries. And the Chiefs take over with Mahomes. Now going far sideline. A man wide open, beautifully placed ball.
It's the man read.
Second down. Mahomes has time. Fires over the middle, and it's caught for a first down. Justin Watson has the catch.
You don't want to go no huddle. You want to get a third down call off your call sheet.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, and it's a good adjustment by Smith-Schuster, who makes the catch.
What the official saw.
10th play of the drive. Blitz is coming. Mahomes still has time. Throws, and perfectly thrown to Fortson, who makes the catch inside the 25. Good for a first down with 43 seconds and counting. 3rd and 2. Mahomes quick throw over the middle. Tipped and incomplete. That was a hot one, and Marquez Valdes-Scantling could not hang on, and now it's 4th down. Looks like here comes the field goal team for Butker. Make it a 10-point game. And that kick is smashed right through. And so it's 13-3 Chiefs with 16 seconds left.
That was probably a push.
Here's Mahomes rushing to his right, looking, planning, throwing, and he's got a man. It's a first down now as Sky Moore makes the catch. 3rd down and 3. 5-man rush. McKinnon gets in the flat, makes a move, and a first down. Nice play by Jerick McKinnon as he got right by Taylor Rapp. First down and a fake. Mahomes some pressure. Steps away. Sidearm sling. Noah Gray has the catch inside the 40. And he's got 8.
It's hard for defenses to sort out where things start and stop.
Over the middle. Pacheco in stride. Makes the catch inside the 20 and now inside the 15 down to the 13.
That a quarterback can rely on week in and week out than Kansas City.
11th play of the drive. Mahomes on the fake. Looking end zone. It's covered. He's going to take off and run and stretch out near a first down. We'll see where they mark it. Right on the line. It looks like right there he's got it. He does. 1st and goal.
And this is where the creativity.
Just a straight handoff. Pacheco dances up the middle and in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chiefs trying to get back to Super Bowl 57 this year on Fox. As Perkins back to throw. Has time. Over the middle. Lets it rip. And he's got a completion of Van Jefferson.
There you go.
He's got 3 forced fumbles. He's a cornerback. They stay on the ground. Williams with a big hole right up the gut and just a little short of a first down.
They got 2 downs here. McVay's running down the sideline.
Quick throw, knocked away. He had Skoranek in the flat, but there was L'Jarius Sneed. Pressure, Perkins in trouble. Lofts one, complete to Atwell, came back to get it. Perkins, pressure from Jones, looking for someone, throws on the run. Atwell in motion, makes the catch. And another good throw by Bryce Perkins. The middle has a completion inside the 10. It's Van Jefferson. He's going to be 1.5 yards short of a first down, so it'll be 4th down.
And I think Van Jefferson thought the defenders were bearing down on him a little closer than they were. I think he...
Perkins going to throw. Blitz coming. Picked up, throws. End zone caught for the touchdown. Van Jefferson. And the first NFL touchdown for Bryce Perkins.
And for him to be that efficient.
Here's Mahomes on first down, far side. Juju Smith-Schuster, nobody there. Easy pitch and catch for a first down as we go down to Tom.
And seeing if this Rams offense can keep that momentum building.
Mahomes floats one. Oh, back shoulder. Beauty to Smith-Schuster. That was a thing of beauty. Fake. Mahomes looking deep, throwing deep, and it is caught. Valdes Scantling took a hit, held on. And a big one to Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
Ramsey up here, see that short motion? That's the Mantell.
Going that way anyway. Kelsey says, so what? Inside the 10, first and goal.
Yeah, they tried to pass it off. That was something they've had dialed up for this situation.
Third and goal, more in motion again. Mahomes pumps, looks, throws, intercepted in the end zone. Nick Scott has it for the Rams, and what a stand.
He started finding a nice rhythm in the passing game. Let him keep rolling.
He will here. Great block to give him time, and now throws, and that is intercepted. Picked off L'Jarius Sneed, has it. Sneed dancing around down the sideline, and he's decked inside the 10. L'Jarius Sneed gets it right back. McKinnon goes in motion. Mahomes looking, rolling, firing. It is knocked away in the air and incomplete. Rapp had his hands on it, and a 4th down and goal. And he's got his 3rd field goal of the game. 13-point. Chiefs up on the Rams. 6:36 to go here from Kansas City.
Like he said, he's going to wait to have it for a special moment.
Their bond was something else. Like John's bond with so many has just been incredible. He and Patrick Mahomes, the best winning percentage ever together. Perkins tipped at the line, and that's intercepted. Nick Bolton's got that to the 35. Still on his feet inside the 30. Dunlap got a piece. Bolton has his 2nd interception in as many weeks, and the Chiefs, their fans in a frenzy right now. Picks in back-to-back weeks, and now Mahomes and company looking for the dagger with Pacheco. Right up the middle, Pacheco, and then gets hit at the 20. Pacheco right up the middle, not going to get there. Taylor Rapp again, he's been active. Up and through. 16-point lead with 1:44 to go. Sean McVay try to hold this group together the rest of the year. Can't find anyone now, and it's over the middle. And it's caught by Bryson Hopkins, who's still going across the 45, and that may be the last play of this one. And it looks like it will be. Rams get to the line. Time has run out, and that's that. And the Kansas City Chiefs up their record to 9-2. They've won 5 in a row with a 26-10 win.